It's time, baseball fans, enthusiasts, and devotees, for Dispatches from Detroit, featuring the man that gives Tiger fans the news, the scoops, and the straight dope on all things Motor City, the big guy.
Hey, well, good morning. I'm the big guy here on Cardboard Meditation with another Dispatch from Detroit. Today is Wednesday, February 26th. And in keeping with the peace and happiness spirit that this channel was created on, this dispatch is full of good news. You're going to feel really good about it. Now, before we get on with the news, let's please remember to like and subscribe. Could you do that? The holy trinity of YouTube channels. It kind of motivates me and adds direction to my content, and it adds relevancy to what I say and do. So like, subscribe, comment, and you'll make me a happy boy. Oh, and I'm also going to introduce a new segment to this, and it's going to be a baseball card tiger tale. And today, it's a doozy of a baseball card. We'll get to that right after the news. All right? Okay, Jason Beck, who is a beat reporter, and I've read him for several years now. He's easily a trustable guy, so what he says is usually spot on. So anyway, he said that Jackson Jobe, this guy, has been working on a new curveball, and I think that'll make him even more lethal this season. He's actually getting a lot of buzz about being Rookie of the Year. I think we're going to have to play a few games to determine that, but not just yesterday, Jobe had his spring training debut, and Scott Bentley from Locked On Tigers reported that he gave up a couple of runs, a big blast, and also he had a very impressive strikeout of Adley Rutschman. So that's all good news for Jackson Jobe fans, and for Jackson Jobe. All right. Jason Beck also said that Colt Keith has been getting a rep over there at first base, which I'm still a little worried about that. I really do want to see somebody give Spencer Torkelson another chance. I think he's still a good ball player. He just had a bad year, but he's going to be over at first base a lot this year, and they're making room for Gleyber Torres at second, so that's why that's going on. But he said he's got his feet wet over there at first base, made a good play, and so that's all good news. And Mr. Beck also said, this guy, Kenta Maeda, is starting to look pretty good. I think that's real good news. He might very well make the rotation. Now, the Tigers are 2-1, I think. They had a rain out with Toronto a while back. So they're 2-1 overall in this preseason. So, and I forgot, I read this in the Free Press. Andrew Chafin is back with the team. He signed a minor league contract, and this is his third time around with the Tigers. And he was there. He was with Detroit last year, and I think he got traded away at the deadline. So, and he was pitching quite well at the time of his departure. So, he might find himself in the bullpen again. And again, it's all good news. It's all good news. All right, let's get ready for that Tiger tale. This is a 1960 post-serial baseball card panel from the back of the box. You can see the back where the glue was holding the box together. And it's a big panel. I've seen a lot of these. This is the only one I can recall that's got this full body picture. The other ones are all kind of portraits. So this one's just an absolute beautiful, beautiful card. All right, if you're a Tiger fan, he's in the Hall of Fame, and you probably know his record. He had 3,007 hits, was the youngest batting champ in baseball history, was a hero of the 1968 World Series, and he retired with 399 home runs. And it's that last stat that makes this story a little interesting. Now, let's talk about another legendary Hall of Famer, Carl Yastrzemski. He hit his 3,000th hit in 1979 and retired with that amount, but he also hit 400 home runs, the only American player with those totals. Now, Kaline could have been the first with that record, or stat, whatever you want to say, if he had just one more home run. And here's the fact. He did have a 400th home run, technically, but it wasn't recognized. Well, here's why. The story starts June 1st, 1958. Al hit a round tripper off Ray Moore, who was the pitcher for the White Sox, and he did that in the second inning. And from all reports, it wasn't a cheapie either. He blasted a mighty homer over the right field wall at Briggs Stadium, and it was up 1-0. Now, enter the Tigers into the fourth inning. It started to rain, and it was a heavy rain from all reports. There was a 56-minute rain out, and the crew chief decided, hey, we got to call the game. This can't go on. So again, like I said, the Tigers were ahead 1-0, and the pitcher for the Tigers was Frank Larry, who, he was a great Tiger pitcher, and he only had given up one hit. But they needed to make it to the top of the fifth for the game to be a game of record, so didn't make it. Home run didn't count. So eventually just leaving him with 399 as a total when it was time for him to hang up his cleats. That's it. Thanks for joining me today on Dispatches from Detroit, and we'll talk soon.
Go get 'em, Tigers! This concludes your Dispatch from Detroit. Remember to like and subscribe for more content from the 313, the D from the Motor City.